Alexander Nevsky. He came too early.
That's what she said.
What's going on, my beautiful governors? Welcome to a new Rise of Kingdoms video. As you can see, today we have a tier list in front of us. Well, technically this is not a tier list. This is a list that I can show you every single commander you can see in here, their low investment. I think this is going to be a super important video. We have don't invest, 5511 or equal, 5551 or equal. Expertise much better, is a bit tricky, I will explain it later, and then expertise. We are gonna start with Alpha Flat and we will try to go all the way to Zenobia if we can. I don't want to make it too long, but I also don't want to divide this video into two parts. I want to do it in a one video. Let's see how far we can go. Without further ado, let's go.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Okay, FF Flat is kinda obvious. We are just gonna put her into expertise because she is completely free. You are gonna expertise her in, I don't know, like a few months. So yeah, let's not waste any time with FF Flat. Now, Alexander Nevsky. He came too early.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna put him into expertise much better category. This category means that this commander is definitely usable with low investment, whether it's 5511 or 5551 or equal. But they are much better when expertise. Alexander Nevsky definitely falls into this category, and I want to show you real quick why I think that. Usually the reason why you use a commander with a 5511 or 5551 is that one of their skills is not relevant for open field and you want to skip that skill, or the other skills are not so good, so you can just use him as a 5511. But for Alexander Nevsky though, it's just completely the opposite.
His first two skills are so strong. Like, his active skill is crazy, his second skill is so nice, his third skill is amazing, his fourth skill is outrageous, his expertise is great.
So the reason why you want to use this commander with low investment is just because he's so good. So you want to bring him on the field as soon as possible. 5511, 5551, and then expertise. It doesn't matter. So Alexander Nevsky goes into all three categories: 5511, 5551, and expertise much better. He's an amazing commander. Alexander the Great, 5511 is amazing, 5551 is amazing, but he is so much better when expertise. I think it's an amazing debuff, especially in big murder balls. So Alexander, usable, but much better with an expertise. Almanitor though, she is a must expertise. The reason is her expertise makes her immune to silence, and as you guys know, her best pair is Artemisia. What Artemisia does is she silences herself but increases her damage. What Almanitor brings on the table, she makes Artemisia immune to her own silence but still increases the damage. So that's why Almanitor is a must expertise. Artemisia, I think 5511 usable. Expertise is obviously much better, but it's not as good as Nevsky or Alexander the Great in my opinion. So you can definitely use her as a 5511. Attila, just like Almanitor, is a must expertise because his silence immunity and dealing extra tons of damage to the troops with less than 50% units is what makes Attila so good in the open field. Even though he doesn't have utility, he doesn't have any AoE buffs, debuffs or anything, he's just there to get you kills, and that expertise, dealing increased damage to units that's 50% or less remaining, is what makes him so good when it comes to open field. Bertrand, I think he is mainly a rally commander unless you are trying to use like 5 cavalry marches. If you are trying to use 5 cavalry marches, you know what to invest, you know what to not invest. So this video is not for you. But if you're a regular free to play, low spender, even a mid spender, because even mid spenders cannot rally most of the time in Season of Conquest because of the crystal technology, I would say don't invest. Double C, Gold Key Commander, don't invest. Chandragupta is a must expertise in my opinion. You cannot use him with low investment because of the stacks. His expertise, what makes him get so many stacks a lot easier. So he's a must expertise. Charlemagne, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Charles Martel, Gold Key Commander, don't invest, but he is perfect at 5511. I mean, perfectly usable, I should say. But since he's a Gold Key Commander, you shouldn't invest on Charles Martel. CJ, I think he goes into the expertise category because of the same reasons of Chandragupta. Unless you are trying to bring, you know, full infantry marches, there are a lot better options to invest than CJ. Guan, Harold, Leo, next infantry commanders like CPO is a beast, so unless you are full infantry, you don't want to invest in CJ. And just like I said on Chandragupta, if you're going full infantry, you know what to invest and what to not invest. Cleo is a gold key commander. Constantine is a great commander at 5511. You don't need to go any more than that. I mean, he's not that great for open field anymore, but he is still a game changer for Sunset Canyon or Lost Canyon. So if you care about those game modes, I think Constantine is a must-have, and he's perfect at 5511. Next, we have Cyrus. Cyrus is a great commander to use with low investment, which is 5551. Edward, don't invest. I've explained it earlier. Card up in the top. He's outdated. He cannot keep up with the Season of Conquest commanders. You put him on the field, he dies in seconds. He don't have much utility or anything, so Edward falls into don't invest. Just like Elcid, just like Flavius, because Flavius is going to be an amazing commander with Zenobia, but it's for garrison, it's not for open field, it's not for free-to-play, it's not for low spenders. Flavius, no. Frederick, again, another gold key commander. Genghis Khan, just like Edward, he also cannot keep up with the Season of Conquest commanders. He dies in seconds, he doesn't have any, debuffs, buffs, he doesn't have any utilities, he doesn't bring anything on the table extra other than some decent single target damage. It's not enough for Season of Conquest. Gilgamesh, another good investment for archers, low investment for archers, 5515 this time, because let's take a look at Gilgamesh's skills. Here it is. Her first skill is the direct damage plus the enemy health reduced, so it's debuff, perfect. Second skill gives health and increases the damage to enemy troops that have fewer than 50% of units. Just like Attila, with this skill, he gets a lot more kills than other archer marches. So this is a really nice skill. His third skill is the one to skip because this is a rally skill. His fourth skill is nice normal attack damage reduced, plus he deals an extra direct damage factor. And if you take a look at his expertise, it's just the enhanced version of Enkidu's path, which is this one. That's not much, it's just not 10%, this time it's 15%. The chance is still 30% to inflict that blood craving debuff. The only difference is damage factor is not 500, this time it is 700. The only major thing here is 15% increased skill damage. Target takes 15% increased skill damage, but I don't think for a free-to-play, for a low spender, this is good enough to spend extra 300 sculptures. Gilgamesh, I think, goes into third category. Guanyu, same as these guys. You know I love this guy. 5155 is just perfect, unless you are going to use him with a CPO, because CPO gives you shield, and with the shield, Guanyu's expertise makes him deal 15% increased skill damage. I know it's a bit conditional, but if you're going to use this guy with CPO, you definitely want to expertise him. But if not, 5155 Guanyu is just perfect. You don't need to expertise him. If you're going to use him something like Alexander the Great or Leonidas, as I said, that's perfect. But if you're going to use him with CPO, with the new legendary version, of course, which is coming in probably in 2 weeks, then you should expertise him. But if not, go for 5155. Hannibal Barca, nope. Herald, in my opinion, goes into must expertise category because there are two main things when it comes to Herald, and let me show you those. It is his skill damage and counterattack damage. And if you take a look at his expertise, counterattack damage dealt on the map is increased by 20%, and if surrounded, counterattack damage will be further increased. Bonus damage equals number of surrounding enemies, 2% with an upper limit of 10 surrounding enemies. Of course, if you're gonna surround them by 10, you will most likely die, but still though, his expertise is what makes him so good against swarms. I mean, he's not so good against swarms, to be honest. Like, he dies very quickly, especially because he decreases his own defense, but in return, he deals so much damage back, and his expertise is one of the main reasons why he is capable of that. So Herald definitely goes into must expertise category. Honda, you can use him as a 5551. Definitely, you don't have to expertise Honda, but I don't recommend this guy for free-to-plays or low spenders. I will explain my reasons when we get to Trajan. So for now, just know that he is perfectly usable with a low investment with 390 sculptures. Ishida, Gathering Commander. Jadwiga is a Garrison Commander. Caesar, definitely don't invest. He's a Gold Key Commander. Pakal. Pakal goes into the same category with the same reasons of Harold Sigurdsson. Let's take a look at Pakal very quick. His expertise is troops led by this commander deals 20% increased counterattack damage and take 5% less damage from all sources for 3 seconds after using an active skill. this effect can trigger at most every 5 seconds. This expertise is the reason why Pakal and Herald so good, because not only they have tons of counterattack damage, but Herald also increases his damage with expertise to the surrounded targets. Pakal makes them take 5% less damage from all sources after using an active skill. And what Herald does is, with 20% chance, he can just keep using his active skill every 5 seconds. So when he uses his active skill with Stanford Bridge, then Pakal will decrease the all damage from all resources, so they become super duper tanky. And that's why, as I said, Pakal goes into the must expertise category for the same reasons of Harald Sigurdsson. Legendary CPO, 5511, 5551, expertise much better, like he goes into every single category just like Alexander Nevsky, except don't invest. The things that I'm gonna say for CPO is exactly the same with the things that I said about Nevsky. You just want to bring him to the field as soon as possible. 5511, 5551, doesn't matter, but he is much better when expertise. I think he's going to be one of the best legendary commanders in Rise of Kingdoms, so you definitely want to invest him ASAP and bring him on the field ASAP when he is at least 5511. He goes into expertise much better category. Leonidas though, a perfect commander with low investment, 5511, 190 sculptures only, because he's all about giving the tankiness that's needed for Guanyu, and he does this perfectly even at 5511. But I don't know how ideal is it to invest on Leonidas since we have this new guy CPO. I mean, we will have him in 2 weeks. Hold on to your sculptures for now, and let's see how good is it going to be pairing CPO with Guanyu primary, and then you can decide if you want to invest on Leonidas or not. But if you're going to invest, 5511 is perfect. Lubu, no. Mehmed, no. I mean, even though Mehmed is just like Charles Martel, is usable at 5511, you shouldn't invest because he's a gold key commander. Minamoto is a VIP commander. Moctezuma, let me not put him here. I'm just gonna put him right next to Charlemagne, so goodbye. Mulan, again, don't invest on her, gold key commander, but just like Charles Martel, just like Mehmed, 5511 is usable if you have an expertise Trajan, but she falls into don't invest category, as I said, because she's a gold key commander. Nebu is perfect at 5515. It's not guaranteed that you are going to get a commander to 5515, but he's one of the commanders, just like Guanyu, that you want to spend your skill resets on him. You want to get him to 5515 because his third skill is a rally skill and his expertise is not that crazy. So 5515 Nebu is just perfect. Also, he's the best pair with YSG, which is the commander most people invested already. So why not go ahead and get your Nebu to 5515. Ragnar, gold key commander. Ramses, just like Nebu, he's also really nice with low investment, but this time it's not 5515, it is 5551. But if you guys haven't watched our Nebu versus Ramses video with an archer main, Daenerys from Kingdom 1093, he says with expertise or low investment, Nebu YSG is better than Ram YSG. So even though Ramses is super nice with 5551, if you are looking for a pair for YSG, go with Nebu, don't go with Ramses. But Ramses is so nice with Cyrus, both low investment, 5551 Cyrus, 5551 Ramses, not bad. Richard, for open field, you can use him at 5511, but I would say since there are so many nice commanders and Richard is not good enough for open field anymore, I would say don't invest on Richard. Saladin, the king of 5551. This guy is just perfect. Like 5551 Saladin is simply an expertise commander. You don't need his fourth skill. His expertise, just like Nebuchadnezzar, doesn't boost his power almost at all. So 5551 Saladin is just superb. Sindiok, no. Suleiman, no. Takeda, 5551 is definitely usable, but he is much better when expertise, and his expertise increases the damage of Attila so much with his first skill. Usable at 5551, but definitely a lot better when expertise. Theodora is a garrison commander. You don't want to invest on him as a free-to-play or a low spender. Tomyris goes into this category, but obviously she is not going to be 5511. She's going to be 5115 because Tomyris is all about poison stacks and debuff. Her first skill and fourth skill is what matters most when it comes to her debuff, her poison. So 5-1-1-5 Tomaris is good to go. Trajan, I think he goes into expertise much better category, because yes, you can use him as a 5-5-5-1, but let's take a quick look at his skills. His first skill is, you know, amazing. Second skill, again, amazing. I mean, I'm not reading all these skills to you guys because you can just look at the commander and read the skills. I don't want to waste your time. His third skill, troop capacity, direct damage, and increases damage taken by 20%. But his fourth skill is what makes him super tanky. His normal attacks grants troops 2%, increased defense for 10 seconds, goes up to 6%, and stacks up 10 times, so like 60% increased defense. This is what makes Trajan super tanky, and that's why you also want the skill maxed. And even though his expertise is not outrageous or anything, since you want all these skills maxed, you will automatically want to expertise your Trajan, so that's why he goes into expertise much better category. William though, first I want to put him in here, 5-5-5-1 or equal. But his fourth skill and his expertise is not as useless as Saladin's, Nebu's or Guanyu's second skill, so he is somewhere in between expertise much better and 5-5-5-1. You decided with the number of sculptures that you have. If you already have a good commander arsenal and if you have the extra commanders, yes, he goes into expertise much better category. But if you are short on legendary commander sculptures, which is so hard to gather in Rise of Kingdoms as a free to play or a low spender, then you definitely want to keep him at 5-5-5-1. He is in the both categories, but for me, I think he goes into 5-5-5-1 because I'm not a care main, plus I don't have tons of sculptures, so I don't have the luxury to expertise him. If I would ever invest him, I would do 5-5-5-1. Wu Zetian is a garrison commander. By the way guys, if you think any of the information was useful or helpful so far, please just take 1 second of your time and hit the like, hit the subscribe. It helps the channel more than you think. Thank you for that, and let's keep going. Yi Sun Sin is a garrison commander, just like Zenobia. YSG obviously goes into expertise category because his expertise turns his fan-shaped area AoE into a circular one, and it's a huge circle, so you definitely want to expertise your YSG. He is much better, but don't get me wrong though, he is definitely one of the commanders that you want to bring to the field as soon as possible, so you can use him as a 5-5-1-1, or you can try to get him to 5-5-1-5 because his third skill is garrison skill, so you don't need that in open field. But what you want to do is definitely expertise him in the end. But as I said, use him as a 5-5-1-1, use him with low investment, and then go ahead and expertise him. We finally managed to get to the last commander, which is XY. XY, in my opinion, is definitely usable at 5-5-1-1. Just like YSG, also really nice at 5-5-1-5 because again, his third skill, this time it's not garrison, it is a rally skill, so we don't need that in open field. But his expertise increases his skill damage so much, and this commander is all about skill damage, and since his rage requirement is lower than, you know, your standard 1000 rage requirement, he just keeps using his active skill like a machine gun. So what you want to do is get your Xiangyu to 5-5-1-1, start using him, try to get him to 5-5-1-5, but don't use your skill resets because eventually what you want to do with your Xiangyu is to expertise him, so he goes into the expertise much better category. This is my final list. I will try to update this list as much as possible when new commanders are released. And if you guys wonder what are the worst commanders, the worst legendary commanders to invest in Rise of Kingdoms in 2022, you should watch this video next, because on this one I've explained you guys every single legendary commander you should completely avoid in Rise of Kingdoms. I see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.